documents. Right now at 3:01, let's go to our team coverage on that immigration raid in Little Tokyo this morning. Our Robert Kovacic was there when it all unfolded. And let's start with him now live downtown. Robert.
Lolita, it was simply our goal to join my colleague Conan Nolan inside of the museum for the governor's news conference, but we never got there because there they were, a number of them, helmeted, camouflaged, armed, and masked. Border Patrol agents that came as a surprise to us, but Border Patrol telling NBC4 Investigates it shouldn't come as a surprise. Their show of force here in downtown Los Angeles has been present for several months now and will continue to do so. However, accusations today that this was nothing but political theater. This morning, uniformed, armed Border Patrol agents outside the entrance to the Japanese-American National Museum that just happens to be the location of a news conference by Governor Newsom. And those agents went to work. A strawberry vendor taken into custody.
Today, Customs and Border Protection is conducting roving patrol duties here, as you can see, in downtown Los Angeles. This is a location that we have conducted these roving patrol duties for the past 2 months. We've been here over 2 months, and as you can see today, we did make an apprehension just a few feet from where I'm standing.
Was Border Patrol in place because of Gavin Newsom's planned announcement to redistrict California in favor of Democrats? They would not respond when asked directly by NBC4 and later by NBC4 Investigates. But the swift arrival of Mayor Bass with her own answer.
Mayor Bass, you're live on NBC4 right now. You do not believe that this just happened to be a coincidence?
There is no way this was a coincidence. This was widely publicized that the governor and many of our other elected officials were having a press conference here to talk about redistricting, and they decided they were going to come and thumb their nose in front of the governor's face.
And she was joined by leading Democrats on Capitol Hill who were here to support Newsom's plan.
It's not a coincidence. I mean, Trump is all about spectacle. He's trying to intimidate. But guess what? Californians don't get intimidated.
You know, are they here to arrest the governor and the senators? I'm sure Trump would like to. And he seems to regard these ICE agents as his own personal political police.
Border Patrol's Greg Bovino, speaking directly to NBC4 Investigates, says the man they cuffed today and took away was done so because he was in this country illegally. No matter, according to Congresswoman Maxine Waters.
And we know that you're trying to somehow indicate that you're saving other Californians from all of those that you have targeted. Stay out of here. We don't want you.
Mayor Bass was seen talking to and comforting the family of that strawberry vendor. Our partner, Telemundo 52, spoke with them also, and they explained they simply took him away. But again, Border Patrol telling NBC4 Investigates that man was in this country illegally, and I'm quoting here, Lolita, breaking the law is not a coincidence. Breaking the law is breaking the law. Live here in Little Tokyo, I'm Robert Kovacic. We'll see you at 4.
All right, Robert, let's continue our team coverage here with Conan Nolan. You were at the governor's news conference there, which is focused on the topic of creating new district maps following the president's move to do the same in other states. Conan.
That's right. So this had all the makings of a good old political party rally, which it was, with the exception of what was outside of the time, which you saw moments ago. Governor Gavin Newsom at the Japanese-American Museum and its Center for Democracy, flanked by Senators Adam Schiff, Alex Padilla, along with labor union leaders, kicking off their special election campaign this November to redraw the boundaries of California's 52 House seats with the goal of eliminating 5 GOP seats. Now, this is in response to what Republicans in Texas are doing at the behest of President Trump. That is to redraw their maps to eliminate 5 Democratic House seats in the Lone Star State. This is all about next year's congressional election, where Democrats hope to gain a majority in the House of Representatives, which would effectively shut down the president's legislative agenda. The governor saying that the new borders will go before our voters in a special election, and that will only last for 3 election cycles, after which the job will return to a civilian redistricting commission. Those inside the rally today were made aware of the mobilization of immigration agents outside the news conference in the Democracy Plaza. I asked the governor about that during a press conference after the rally. Could you speak to the ICE action outside the news conference?
It's pretty sick and pathetic. And it just said everything you need to know, the setting that we're under. That they chose the time, manner, and place to send their district director outside right when we're about to have this press conference. Said everything you know about Donald Trump's America. Wake up, America. Wake up. You will not have a country if he rigs this election. You will have a president who will be running for a third term. Mark my word. I wasn't exaggerating when I said that I received in the mail a Trump 2028 hat from one of his biggest supporters. These guys are not screwing around. The rules do not apply to him. The most corrupt president in history. It's a lawless president. Wake up, America. Wake up to what's going on.
Governor Gavin Newsom saying that this event outside will actually was an exclamation point to what he was saying inside, that if the Democrats gain a majority in the House of Representatives in next year's midterm elections, it will essentially end the legislative agenda for President Donald Trump, who, by the way, President Trump said at the Oval Office that if it weren't for his nationalizing the California National Guard in June during the ICE protests, that the Olympics would have been taken away from L.A. for 2028. I'm Conan Nolan, NBC4 News.
And of course, we know he's also part of the now new Olympic task force and is going to be a prominent figure in that as well.
He's the chair. He's not just a member, he's running it. So the question is, what kind of footprint is the president going to have on L.A. 2028?
Yeah, remains to be seen. Conan, thank you so much for your expertise.